Every night, a little girl curled up on the same park bench with her teddy bear. No pillow, no blanket, just the cold night air. When a rich businessman finally stopped to ask why, her answer made him cry. It started like any other late-night walk. Charles D. Whitmore, the CEO of Whitmore and Crane Enterprises, was walking through Central Park after a long meeting. Navy suit, shiny shoes, Bluetooth earpiece still in his pocket. He never walked home. But that night, something pulled him toward the trees. Maybe it was the quiet. Maybe it was fate. That's when he saw her. A girl, about 8 or 9, curled up on a bench under a flickering streetlight. She held a worn teddy bear with patchy fur and loose eyes. Her coat was thin. Next to her was a backpack and an empty granola bar wrapper. No parents, no blanket, just the cold. He stopped, watched, then sat quietly at the other end of the bench. Minutes passed. Then, without opening her eyes, she whispered, "I'm not taking your spot. I can move." His chest ached. "No, sweetheart," he said softly. "This is your place. What's your name?" "Emily." "I'm Charles." She looked at him closely. "You're wearing a rich man's watch." He smiled a little. "I guess I am. Most rich people don't talk to me," she said. "They don't see me, or they pretend not to." He didn't offer money, didn't call anyone. He just asked, "Why are you here, Emily? Where's your family?" Silence. Then she said, "They left. My mom got sick. She went to sleep and never woke up. My dad left a long time ago. My aunt said I was too much. I tried the shelters," she added, "but they're full or scary. So I come here." She looked around. "This bench doesn't yell. It doesn't hit. It doesn't smell like bad soup." Tears filled Charles's eyes, something he hadn't felt since his wife died 5 years before. "Would you come with me?" he asked. "Just for a hot meal?" She hesitated, then nodded. That night, they went to a quiet cafe. He ordered grilled cheese, tomato soup, and hot chocolate with extra marshmallows. She ate slowly, as if kindness might disappear if she hurried. Her bear's name was Buttons. Her mom gave it to her when she was 4. They talked for hours, about clouds, books, and silence. When the cafe closed, she asked, "Do I have to go back now?" "No," he said, "you don't." Before sunrise, Charles asked a trusted caregiver to meet them at his home. Emily slept in a soft bed wrapped in warm blankets, Buttons tucked under her chin. And that night, Charles called his lawyer. "I want to start the adoption process tomorrow." The next morning, pancakes and syrup waited on the table. "Why are you being so nice?" Emily asked. He paused. "Because someone should have been long ago." Days turned into weeks. Charles canceled meetings, bought her books, gloves, a pink backpack, but more than things, he gave her safety and the freedom to be a child again. One evening, while watching cartoons, she asked, "Mr. Whitmore, do you miss someone too?" "Yes," he said. "My wife, Hannah. She would have loved you." "I'm glad you found me," she whispered. He smiled. "I didn't find you, Emily. You found me." The adoption wasn't easy. A social worker raised an eyebrow at his big house. Why her? Most people like you just donate. Charles looked her in the eye. "Because she doesn't need charity. She needs a family." At the court hearing, Emily wore a blue dress with white buttons, matching Button's bow. Charles wore a suit, no tie. "I want him to be my dad forever," she told the judge. On graduation day, years later, Emily stood on stage as valedictorian. She pointed to Charles in the front row and said, "When I had nothing, I had a man who didn't just walk by. He saw me, and he stayed." The world called it a miracle. The headlines read, "Billionaire adopts homeless girl found on park bench." But for them, it was never about money. It was about a girl with no home, and a man who didn't know his heart still had room. If this story touched you, share it. Sometimes all someone needs is to be seen.